Hi, everybody. Welcome to the DAO Envelop podcast. We're exploring the world of DAO, how DAO works, how to join out, how to create DAO, and so on and so forth. That's why we are inviting good guests who have been practicing with DAO with their own hands and ask them brilliant questions. And please welcome our today's guest. He's Egor Gavrilov. He's the co-founder and CEO of xDAO, xDAO.app. It is the very, very easy application for creating DAO in couple of seconds, and we'll watch for this process today. So Egor, it's great to have you on our podcast.
Hi, Eugene. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the invitation, and I'm ready for your questions.
Okay, I prefer to start with the personal story of my guest in the crypto space. Please tell us, how did you get into the crypto? What were your main incentives? How was it?
Okay, let's start with this. I started as a professional mathematician. I studied mathematics at academic level. So my first profession in this world was science, pure science. But the next steps for me was something like development, software engineering, and I deeply integrated in this sphere. So for now, I'm a software engineer at xDAO, and I had a couple of crypto projects, minor crypto projects, not so big as in xDAO. But for now, I prefer to say that in xDAO is my first big, cool project.
Excellent. I love when people are so super involved and doing what they love. And I do see that you love what you do. So tell us, please, Egor, how do you define, especially for non-crypto people, what the hell is decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO?
Decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, is a big concept, is a pure abstract concept, how you can rule your decisions, how you can make your decisions in crypto space, in decentralized crypto space called decentralized finance. But in certain, if you will speak exactly about xDAO or about funding management, a DAO is a concept where you can rule your funds and make your decisions about moving your funds, about making custom transactions, investing your money in yield farmings, in trading or something.
Well, you and your team declare that xDAO is the very simple service to create DAO in a minute, and you'll show us that. How do you explain what is xDAO and how many DAOs have already been created on the xDAO platform?
In general, DAO is a very cool concept, and if you have a DAO, you're a big man in crypto, because with DAO you can rule everything, and you can manage everything in crypto space. But this difficult step in this DAO integration in your life is that you need to code it by yourself. You need to develop a smart contract for a DAO, and this is a really difficult problem. You need to hire some really cool developers, and you need to make sure that you are safe. You are in a safe space. But if you have a builder, something like WordPress is a website builder, you can use xDAO as a platform where you can create, manage, raise your funds for your DAO. So we are a full-featured platform where you can create your DAO and rule it.
Excellent, excellent. Every simplification is highly appreciated. Like one of my friends said, the DAO is a combination of people who are somewhere in the world and smart contract, a bunch of smart contracts. The programming of these smart contracts is made it's such a headache, and xDAO, as I do understand it correctly, simplifies that process for not even pressing a couple of buttons. Very good idea. I love it. Mm-hmm. So tell us, please, Egor, how many blockchains do you support?
When we started our project, we started with Binance Smart Chain because the market at this site about a year ago was perfect for this. But for now, as we have a lot of partners, a lot of clients for our platform, we support 4 major blockchains. We support Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and a hobby chain called Heco. So we support these 4 mainnet blockchains, and also we support one testnet blockchain, Rinkibai. But in our plans is to expand our DAO ecosystem on other EVM compatible blockchains. So we are waiting for full feature support of Aurora DAO on Near and Neon virtual machine on Solana. This is our plans.
Well, for newbies, how would you explain the main features of decentralized autonomous organization?
When we're speaking about DAO as a general concept, we have a lot of features, and let's take a look about exact xDAO features. The first feature is safety, because you don't need to have a trust to your partners when you have a DAO, because smart contract will protect you from griefing, from stealing your funds or something. So the first feature is safety. Our contracts are about 100% safe because we have passed successfully 4 security audits at the highest level. So we have 100% efficiency of our audits, and we can say that we have very safe platform. The second feature is simplicity, because if you want to manage your funds with your friends, you need to have a solid system that can't break your relations with your friends or something. And we have a simple system. Our smart contracts are very simple to use because we have a very user-friendly interface. And the third feature, the last but not the least, is integration, DeFi integration, and integration to other services. If you have a DAO, you have to have a lot of integrations with other DeFi services, such as exchanges like Uniswap, SushiSwap, yield farmings, such as sushi farms or something. You need to have a lot of integrations with leverage protocol, about borrow protocol, where you can borrow some funds, something like Compound, Aave, Make it DAO or something. So this is 3 main features that you have to have in your DAO.
Excellent. Excellent, simple answer. Let's go further. In the world of DAOs, we have principally 2 general ways to live in the world of DAO. The first is to create our own DAO for purposes we may need, or to join another DAO which has already been created by other good founders. Let's, because we are talking about the xDAO founder, we need to ask why to create a, who may need to create a DAO? For what purposes in our life do we need to create a DAO?
This answer for the question depends on the market position. Because we are taking this podcast in 2021, not everyone should create a DAO right now, but in the near future, everyone will have to have a DAO. So for now, if you are a fund, venture fund, investment fund that concentrates on a yield farming, you need to have a DAO. But if you want to earn a lot of money, if you want to raise some funds, if you want to raise investment round, and if you want to have a fully automated accounting system. So this is the first example for DAO, for potential DAO owners. And the second example is DeFi project. If you want to manage your DeFi project in a fully decentralized way, if you want to change your DeFi project configuration or something, you need to have something like multi-signature account. And a DAO is a multi-signature account exactly. So this is 2 major examples. And when we will look on retail investors, if we will look at freelancer groups or something, you need to have a DAO if you don't want your partners to steal your money. So everyone needs a DAO, but in the near future. Right now, this is a cool platform for investment funds and the DeFi project owners.
Well, I would add, if you need a cooperation, decentralized way and a collective management of your crypto assets, you may have to consider to create a DAO. And as we promised in the beginning of our interview, we promised to show how to create DAO in a couple of, if not minutes, and seconds, as you said, before we started to record this podcast on xDAO app. You may share your screen now and show us how to create DAO on the xDAO app with simple steps, please.
It should not take more than 30 seconds. Let's try. I will share my screen right now.
It's gonna be magic. I never saw that before. Let's look on that.
And how it
Let's
looks.
comment. What are we doing? What do we see and what are we doing?
Do you see something cool right now?
Yeah, what do you see? Your screen. We see the xDAO
The interface.
Yes.
We are at a home screen right now, and it's completely blank for us because the first step that we need to pass is a wallet connection. So let's click on Connect Wallet button, and let's choose a wallet that will connect to the website. I will use MetaMask. Got it? Yeah. So we are connected right now. And the second step to use our platform is to choose a network that will you use. By default, as I showing right now, we support 6 blockchains, 4 mainnet blockchains, 1 testnet, and 1 local host that I will use just to don't spam into mainnets. Default network on the website is Ethereum at bottom left corner, as you see, Ethereum. So let's choose blockchain we will use. Ethereum is a very expensive and very decentralized blockchain, and Huobi chain, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygons are specified blockchains that are more cheap and not so decentralized, but also very cool. I will use localhost just for testing for presentation purposes. Okay, I am clicking on blockchain, but I'm using the next step. If you want to create a DAO, you need to click on the button that is calling Create a DAO. So we are finding Create a DAO button on the website and clicking on it. And now we see a form in which you can input your strings, your text, if you want to configure your DAO right now. So let's call our DAO. Our DAO will call Hello DAO. Hello DAO. This is our DAO name, and the DAO symbol calculates automatically, but we can change it every time. The first step is to name our DAO. The second step is to set up our partners and shares. So if you are creating your DAO with your friends, you need to add your friends. But for testing purposes, I will create a DAO just for myself. Enter your partner address and the GT amount for the partner. GT amount is the same thing as share. The more amount GT DAO member had, the bigger share he have. So clicking add partner, you can add your partner, and clicking remove partner, you can remove your partner. I am entering my address, and I'm entering GT amount, just one. And the last step is to choose a quorum. How much of your shares you need to execute a voting? Let's leave it just by default value 51%. Then we are clicking Create a DAO again, and MetaMask is opening right now, and it doesn't show it on presentation, as I know. And you just need to click Confirm, and that's it. You created your DAO in 15 seconds. So we have our DAO, and we can fully manage it. We have very user-friendly interface, so I don't need to add any additional description about it. You have a lot of buttons, and if you want to test it on yourself, just go to xDAO.app and click Create a DAO, and you will see it. So I can stop my presentation, right?
Excellent, excellent. So it looks very simple, what we still do have to understand. Why do you follow the answer to why do you need to create it? So, okay, stop your screen. Let's go further on our questions. Egor, because the Envelop is also the DAO, Envelop Nifty, exactly saying it's the combination of micro DAO and super DAO, and it makes solution regarding NFTs. The most interesting question for us, for our community, Envelop community, is how to combine DAO as a tool with the DeFi as an ecosystem of decentralized finance and the NFT as a unique representation, a very unique asset. How would you answer how to combine DAO with DeFi and NFTs?
Question about NFTs is a very interesting one, because NFTs, differing from Bitcoin or Ethereum or something, you can't divide your NFTs in parts. So if you have a very expensive NFT, you can't buy just half of it. So if you are looking on very expensive NFTs, you need to have a fund or something with a lot of money where you can buy NFT. So a DAO is a cool feature that you can use for it. Just create a DAO, raise your funds for buying NFTs. You need to sell your shares of your company to your friends, to investors, and get some funds, some money from them. And then just connect to an NFT marketplace from the DAO side using our technology called xDAO Connect. Very, very cool and very, very new technology on the market, where you can connect to an NFT marketplace from the DAO side. Click on xDAO Connect on our website, and it's amazing. When I developed it, I was very happy. That's a cool feature. And when you have enough funds, and when you're connected to an NFT marketplace from the DAO side, you can buy an NFT. And for example, let's create a DAO for two people, for me and for you, and we will have a half of a DAO. And when we will buy an NFT for $1,000, I will have $500 as a share, and you will have $500 as a share. And when we will sell this NFT, we will have some feature that we're calling exit DAO, where you can burn your share and get this $500 again, or maybe more than $500 if you will sell it with a higher price when we bought it. So that's it.
Okay, so the main idea is quite simple: create a DAO, buy NFT, invest in NFTs. So DAO looks like an LLC in traditional business world. I'm clarifying this for grown-up traditional business people. So let's go further, Egor. If we don't want to create our own DAO, if we don't need this, we may consider joining any other DAO, like we are considering joining any other organization we do like for any other purposes, whatever could it be. So the question arises, why to join a DAO, or for what purposes should we need to join a DAO? And I'm now thinking with a company of you, and how to do that. Simple steps, how to find a DAO we should join, and how to join it technically, the first steps to that.
As I said, not every crypto user needs to have an own DAO. Not everyone should create a DAO. But if you want to invest your money in a cool company, and if you want to earn some money from the other DAO, you need to have a solid and very interesting, very cool model to join a DAO. I welcome you to visit our platform and to check Invest tab, to check out our Invest tab on website. Invest tab is a collection of DAOs with their offers, and you can choose a DAO to invest. You can see their configuration, their characteristics, and their money history. You can choose a DAO for you. You can join them, and you'll be very happy if the DAO will grow. So if you don't want to create a DAO, and if you don't need to create a DAO, but you also want to earn some money in the DeFi space, you need to click on Invest tab, choose a DAO that will make you happy, and invest in it your money.
Excellent. So one of the main purposes, one of the general purposes of join DAO could be if you want to invest in something ruled by DAO. You may find any investment DAO you like Egor had explained us now, and to join this DAO as a token holder. Sounds quite simple. I love how the world, how simply the blockchain world works. And how do you see the future? It seems to me that DAO will totally replace traditional organization, but will create a sort of competing ecosystem, competing with traditional business models. How do you see the future of DAO ecosystem in, let's say, 10 upcoming years?
When we started our project a couple years ago, the DAO sphere in DeFi was very small, and it had a really little amount of money, little TVL, total value locked, in the DAO sphere. So when we started sphere counted about $20 million in it. But as you will check now, Deep DAO, you will see that the DAO sphere has something like $16 billion in it. So we see something like 1,000x of growing in this sphere. And this is a cool part of answer, because we are not talking about hypothesis, we just see the market. The second argument about the DAOs, and that's it. This is the second argument about DAO sphere. If you will check some very popular, very famous investment funds, you will see DAO projects in their portfolio. So investment funds, big investment funds, are very cool and very smart guys, and they would not invest in something not so cool. But in general, if you will see on DAO as a concept of economic evolution, the DAO sphere is organically integrates in just a traditional money evolution. So I see the DAO sphere is a very perspective fund, and in the investment funds are saying that I'm right, maybe. So that's it. I'm seeing the DAO sphere, but I see that the DAO sphere will grow a lot. And in this year, in 2021, we saw that in September, we saw something like DAO hype. A lot of DAOs created, and a lot of DAOs growed a lot.
Yeah, I totally agree with you that DAOs could have been the new hype in 2022, the upcoming year. And that's great. And by the way, because of it, we need to give us simple recommendations for our viewers how to deal with DAO, how to live in the world where DAO are rapidly growing. Your main recommendations, main suggestions, advices for all our viewers who are crypto viewers, maybe newbies, maybe experienced users, your main recommendations regarding DAO, what to do with that, join, to search, and so on and so forth.
Well, let's start with the famous concept, is yield farming. What is yield farming? You just invest your funds, and you are earning something like annual percentage yield. So you are earning money from yield farmings. But what is it? It's something like DAO in economical terms, because you invest your funds, and you have a yield in tokens of the project. You have a dividends model, you have an earning model or something. But if you will invest your money in a project, you will, in average, you will not grow higher than the market. For example, if you will buy Bitcoins or Ethereums, you will not grow higher than the market will give you opportunities. But if you will invest your money in DAO, there is a venture fund have something like active income model. So you will, in average, you will earn more than from yield farming or from investing your money in tokens on the market. So the first step to earn your money is to join a DAO, is to join an investment fund. And this is a cool and general step to start. You need to join a DAO. When you have enough knowledge about this DAO behavior, you are able to create your DAO and earn a lot of money too.
Well, so ladies and gentlemen, if you do understand why to buy shares of a company in 20th century, why to buy mutual funds shares in 20th century, you should have understand why to join DAO, because joining DAO means to acquire DAO tokens in exchange on your crypto for investment purpose or any other purposes DAO may fulfill for your needs. Just explore the DAO landscape. It seems to me that we have completely simplified the process of DAO creating with Egor Gavrilov, the CTO and co-founder of xDAO. You may see that joining DAO or creating DAO is very, very simple, not harder than to set your crypto address and to acquire Bitcoins or send or receive or send your cryptocurrency. The world is simplifying, and that's good, because this is the technology of operating and management with your assets worldwide in decentralized manner without any governments, banks, and so on and so forth. You know what do I mean? Thank you very much, Egor Gavrilov, the CTO, co-founder of xDAO, and using crypto the media house of Envelop, which is also the super DAO, which consists of micro DAO, token index, and Oracle. So we'll be running together in this developing DAO landscape. And thank you for watching and listening, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Like, share, hit the bell button for not missing the future episodes. Stay tuned for another great DAO founders and specialists explaining how the world of DAO works and how we should live in the world of DAO. Bye-bye. Stay tuned.